Anybody?
Anybody have anything?
Anybody wants to share anything? Who are my Vegas people? Who are my Vegas people on here? Give a shout out. Give a shout out. Yeah, there's Tova. I love it. I love it. A week from today. Tova, when are you flying in?
I am flying out Tuesday.
Do you know when you land?
Early, like at 9.
Tuesday. Okay, so we from.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's super fun.
Yeah.
Love it. Yes, a week from today, we will not have a team Zoom because we will be in Vegas. So y'all get a night off. Y'all get a Tuesday night off.
Right.
I didn't think we weren't going to do anything that day, right, Terry Jo? I don't think.
No.
No. Okay. Yeah.
We'll come live on our Facebook team page during the convention, so that can make up for it.
Yeah. There you go. But that's okay. Next year, you all will be with us. So.
Yes, you will.
Okay, well, if nobody has anything they want to share, we will get right into it. First thing we wanted to talk about, we did an impromptu challenge. Terry Jo posted about it today. It's called the Summer Kickoff Challenge. And from now until May 31st, if you add 2 ambassadors who have welcome packs, who purchase welcome packs, then you get a fun little summer prize from us. So we really want to finish May strong and get into the summer season strong. So we want to do this kind of fun little summer challenge. Oh, and then also we didn't put it on our graphic, but if both of your ambassadors or one of your ambassadors has a convenience order on, if they've turned their convenience order on, then you get an extra little bonus from us because we know that's super important. And so we want to encourage that because it's super, super important for them so they don't miss out on product and for you in the stability of your business. Okay. So,
and then also Amy has a tank top challenge that is going for the whole month of May. So if you had 2 ambassadors join you during the month of May and they have their convenience orders on, because that is super important, but you also have to do 15 days of the action stack. So don't forget that. So if you've had those 2 ambassadors join you, you better be working on those action stacks and get those pictures.
That action stack is so awesome. It really is. Like if you sit down and you get overwhelmed with what to do for your business, I mean, it's all laid out right here. I mean, it's step by step, like laid out what to do. It's such a good guideline on your IPA and what to do every single day or 5 days a week or whenever you work your business. It's fantastic. So yes, 15 of these is required for Amy's Tank Top Challenge. And really that should just be, and you know what? I started printing those off, but now I just have a journal and I just bought a spiral and I just keep it in the spiral and I write down all my stuff, the steps, and I just write them down. So you don't have to keep on putting off the pieces of paper. You can just write them in a spiral. But it really is super important for your business. Being proactive. I did a video about being proactive, and that is being proactive for sure. So
awesome.
For sure. Okay.
Does anybody on the call have 2 ambassadors with their convenience order on so far? During the joint month of May, I think Rebecca, you might.
I do.
Yay!
Yes, I do.
Good job. Get those action stacks filled out, girl. I know you've been working on them.
That's awesome. I love it. Good for you.
Yeah, and then just you can just send me a picture and then just tell me which one you want, whether you want the cup or the tank and what size, and we'll get it done.
I love it.
Awesome.
That's a great challenge. Super fun.
Super fun.
Okay. So today we totally dropped the ball. Imagine that. Terry Jo and I jumped the ball on a book challenge. Oh my geez. Y'all, we have the best of intentions of like doing these book challenges. I mean, we do. We get so geeked about them and we promote them, and then we don't follow through. We totally admit we struggle with this. We need a book challenge leader to like take control of it, because it's a great idea, and it's important, and y'all should be doing, self-development, whatever that's called. What is it called? Self-development. Yeah, you should be reading books, and there's so many books and whatever. And anyway, this is a really, really good, easy read, and I read it all. We just did not finish talking about it. So tonight we are going to talk about it and wrap it up and talk about why it is important. It's called The 4 Color Personalities of MLM. And it's a super easy and entertaining read. It really is. But it's important because it kind of gives you an idea of how to talk to people and what drives people or motivates people. So it kind of, you can use different wording. Like I was just telling Terry Jo about it the other day. I was talking to a friend or a mom on Kylie's volleyball team. And she stays at home with her 5 kids. And I know that a trip to Hawaii wasn't going to excite her. I could just tell by the way she is with her kids. She's very doting. She's very yellow. She's very, she just cares about her being around her kids. She's very involved in her kids' lives. So I knew that talking about, oh, we get to go party in Hawaii, or, I'm about to win a trip to Hawaii, or, this Lexus, I'm about to drive this Lexus. I knew that wasn't going to be something that would motivate her, but it's because I read this book that put that idea in my head. So we're just going to go over it a little bit. That's important. But first off, Terry Jo, you want to talk about?
Okay, so I want y'all to grab a piece of paper out or use your phone, whatever you have, and I want you to think about your idol or someone that you look up to that you know personally, not like, Sylvester Stallone. I don't know why that came to my head, because that is not my idol. But I want you, or Rocky, yeah. I couldn't think of anything, But I want you to think of somebody that's close to you. Is it a family member? Is it a close friend? Is it someone that you met one time? And that person is someone that you look up to. You love their values. You love their ideas about them. You not almost idol them in a healthy way. I want you to think of who that person is. I want you to write down that name and think of 3 characteristics of that person. So we're going to give you just a minute to do that. But I want you to think of 3 characteristics of that person, that you are somebody that you know, that you look up to, who's your idol, a mentor, something along that. So, go. Don't write Sylvester Stallone. I don't know why. That's the only name out of 1 million people that I could come up with.
I love it.
And that's a hard one to think of one person that you look up to, Are they funny? Are they caring? Are they joyful? Are they intelligent? Are they characters?
Number crunchers.
Number crunchers. Assertive. What are they? I'm trying to look to see if anybody's actually writing stuff down. Hey, Anna. Okay. So we'll talk about that at the end of the Zoom. But Jenny's going to start with the color personality blue, and we're just going to do a couple minutes on each personality. Oh, Kathy, did you just pipe in?
Okay.
Did you hear? Kathy, think of one person that you like, idol, a mentor, someone that you look up to, someone that you physically have met before, someone that you know, whether you're close with them or just know them personally. And think of a person that you look up to and write down 3 characteristics of that person. And we're going to talk about it at the end of the Zoom. Thumbs up. Okay, I saw her pipe in, so I want to make sure she could do that part.
Awesome.
Okay,
I love it.
blue, the color blue.
Okay, so blue, we have blue, yellow, green, and red. Those are the 4 color personalities. And really, when I was reading this book, because it's funny because you really, when you're reading this book, you start going, oh yeah, Ollie is a red and Aiden is totally blue and Kylie is a red. And, you start like labeling all of the people around you as these colors. But really, it's going to be hard to find somebody that's through and through. Like blue, I am very much a blue, but a lot of the blue characteristics I don't relate with, so it's okay, or I pretty much for the most part, everyone has more than one. There's nobody that would just exclusively be, all blue or all red. There's kind of a mix. Everyone is kind of a mix. But anyway, so blue personality, the blue personality, the blue is identified by someone that loves to party, that loves to have fun, that is super, super social, loves adventure, loves to try new things, loves to travel, but most importantly, loves to meet new people. And so blues are really good in the MLMs because what is this business? It's a business of relationships. So, and meeting new people means you're expanding your network, and that's important in MLMs for sure. Usually the blues will be like, if you walk into an elevator and somebody strikes up a conversation with you about just whatever, they're probably a blue. They've never met a stranger. They'll talk your ear off. In fact, they talk so much that it can kind of be that can be a downside, because what's important is listening and hearing what people need and hearing what people want from the products or from the business or whatever. So blues sometimes are too busy talking and don't listen as much. So that can be a downside, but they are for sure born to be promoters. So, and I totally get this, because anything that I love, I have to talk about, and I'm obsessed with it. And I want everyone to try it, and everyone, like a new restaurant or a new mascara or, a new whatever, or a movie that I saw and I'm obsessed with, or a good book or whatever. I have to talk about it and have to tell everybody about it, and I want everybody to be a part of it. So total blue. So let's see what else. One thing that is also a downside of blue is they don't follow up. And this is where I'm not that blue, because I'm a really good follower-upper. Like that's one thing, that's one of the reasons why I feel like I'm so successful, is because I follow up to a T like that. I never let a sample go out the door without tracking it down and following up until they give me an answer. Like, I'm really good with that. But blues, if you're a true blue, then not so much. You aren't so good at following up, but you're super good at creating those new relationships and building, expanding your network and just meeting people and talking. So one thing though is, okay, so like if you walk into, a banquet or a party, a blue is going to be right in the middle and social and talking and moving the room and working the room. They're not going to be the ones on the outskirts, quiet, sipping their cocktail by themselves. The blues are right in the know. They know a lot of people, very fun and social. So what would you do for a blue? If you started talking to a blue and you're thinking, Plexus and wanting to talk Plexus, and somebody is just chatting your off about this and that and whatever, how would you want to approach them? What would be a good lure for the Plexus, right? For introducing Plexus. It wouldn't be the numbers. Absolutely. If Amy came to me and talk to me about how successful the Plexus Corporation was, and how they made many millions in sales, and how, just did all this number crunchy stuff, I would be like, I mean, that does not interest me at all. But, her talking about Hawaii, going to Hawaii, and this trip to Hawaii, and all the social events that we have, and the conventions and the leaders retreats and all the social gatherings, that's something that is a lure to me, and that's a lure to a Blue. So you want to make sure to talk about how social it can be. All the different parties and the sip and seas, and they can host parties if they want to, and how convention is so much fun, and your team gets together and you go to these sessions and you're all together and you have so much fun. And you have these dinners, these team dinners, and there's just lots of social interaction. Same with, Hawaii. You can possibly win this trip to Hawaii and we could go together and it would be so much fun. That is the type of stuff that attracts Blues. And that would be something that would get their interest, is talking about the social aspect of the Plexus business, because it is very social. It is a very social thing. So anything fun and exciting is going to attract a Blue. Okay. Like I said, you would not talk about numbers. You wouldn't go to a Blue and talk about all the amazing what's the prebiotics in our new Slim, the Akkermansia and the XOS. You wouldn't tell all the details of the Slim, because that they will not care. If it's fun, they are going to care, right? So anyway, that's kind of in a nutshell, the Blue personality and what attracts them, and kind of how to approach them and how to talk to them about Plexus, is the fun social aspect of it. So that's Blue.
Okay, so, and I'm very little Blue. I'm more Blue than green, but the part about the Blue that I am is Blues talk really fast, and that is so totally me. But I sometimes cringe thinking about having to go on a trip and like be with all of these people. Do you know what I mean? Like the thought of having to go to Hawaii with all these people that I don't know scares the heck out of me. You know what I mean? So you can have a little bit of Blue. I talk really fast and, always have thoughts flying out, and that's a Blue. But I seriously am scared, to go on a trip like that with a thousand people I don't know. And Jenny probably would thrive at that. You know what I mean? So it's really cool how everybody is so different, and people can still be successful with every single color that you are. So that's why it's important to know how to talk to a color personality. If Jenny would approach me and be like, we can go to Hawaii together, I'd be like, oh, okay, maybe. That's just the way it goes. But yellow, so I'm going to talk about yellow. Yellow is another great leader. Yellows are the defined word of help. When you think of a yellow personality, you think of the word help. They are there to help people. And if you listen to a yellow talk, some of the things that they say, you can listen for these key words, and they're words like help, contribute, assist, feel, nurture, comfort, care, and share, because they're there to help others. So the yellow personality is very patient and very understanding and dependable. And why people like a yellow leader is because everyone knows they can depend on that individual. Everybody knows they can depend on a yellow, because yellows are there to help and yellows are there to care. So if you go to a party, like Jenny was saying, if you go to a party or a banquet and a yellow walks in the room and you have a table full of people that are, 6 people all sitting and they're talking and having fun, and there's another table with one person sitting there, your yellow is going to walk up to the table with one person sitting there and make them comfortable in that environment. They're there to help, care, and share. So a blue is going to walk to the party table, and a yellow is going to go to the solo table. So just totally different personalities there. But the downside to a yellow is they can't make a decision. Let me give you an example of this. Jenny and I are talking about the Zoom beforehand, and which one of us is going to go over which color personality and what do we want to start with? And I was like, what do you think? You know what I mean? Like that, like if Jenny and I are going to lunch, we, meet for lunch on most Tuesdays, and that's when we have like our little business meeting every week. And she says, where do you want to go eat? I throw it back at her and be like, well, I don't know. Where do you want to go eat? What are you in the mood for? Like it's hard to make a decision when you're affecting others, You know what I mean? Like, so going to dinner, I'm affecting what Jenny would have to eat. So it's really hard for me to make a decision because what if she wouldn't be happy with that choice? Or what if Jenny wouldn't have been happy and I said I wanted to talk about blue and Jenny would have been like, well, I'm the blue. You know what I mean? So a yellow is a little iffy and they can't always make a decision. So you can kind of pick a yellow out by that as well. That's not always a very good trait because if you have a bunch of yellows in a car, they're never going to go eat and they're going to starve because they're never going to decide where to go out to eat. So a yellow, they are patient, understanding, and dependable. A way to reach out to a yellow, and I'm probably going to read some from here because his book is amazing and way better than what I could say. But a way to reach out to a yellow would be to say, hold up, I turned my page. Okay. A way to reach out to a yellow would be to say, ask them for a favor. Like if you want to invite a yellow to a sip and see, you ask them for a favor. Hey, Tova, I have an opportunity meeting tonight. I have a sip and see. And I really, I wouldn't say that in text. I wouldn't go on really, but I'd go, can I ask you a favor? Would you be able to come and support me? I really want somebody there that I can look at and count on and just have a friendly face there. Could you do me a favor and come? That's how I might reach out to a yellow. And you know what? I've got to say, I've reached out to a lot of people that way. And now reading this book, I realize some people are like, so what, Terry Jo, because I'm blue, go do your own thing. I don't need to be there to support you. So I've probably missed some potentials that the way I invited them to the sip and see, I'd be like, hey, can you do me a favor? You want to come to my sip and see tonight? I'm having an event. I'd really love to have a friendly face there. Those blue personalities and even red, they're not going to come when I invite them that way. So it's really important to know how you invite your individuals to your thing. If I want to reach out to a yellow and ask them to join me in my journey and ask them to try Plexus, I'm going to say something to them like, I would really love for you to join me on my team. Our team is involved in Plexus is a great company and they're involved with helping charities. That's a big thing for a yellow. We're helping others. Here's an example. Where did it go? We're helping young moms. Listen to this. I have a business opportunity that helps young mothers to stay home with their babies. You can say that to a yellow. How working at home saves the environment by reducing commuting pollution. That might attract a yellow. How working at home gives more time for the family to build stronger relationships. That's something that could benefit a yellow. They might like. How the products help grandmothers by giving them the energy to take their grandchildren to the zoo. Do you see, when you're talking to a yellow, you're giving them ways that they're helping other individuals. And a lot of times a yellow will really thrive on that. Now, if you're listening to this and you're going, barf, that's boring, and okay, that just means you're not a yellow. That doesn't mean you can't talk to a yellow. It just means you don't have to be a yellow. You don't have to be fake. You just need to know how to approach a yellow. If you want to talk about how the probiotic helps those with autoimmune disorders and, gut health and whatever, and how it helps them and they have a better life, that's something that might attract a yellow. Now, I can honestly say that I am yellow through and through, but that does not mean, I did not join to think that I could help somebody always feel better. I feel that now. Now I want everybody to feel better, but I didn't join going, let me help 100 people all have better gut health. So you kind of got to pick and choose how you do reach out, but reaching out to a yellow about how they can help others, how they can help you. You invite them to your party by saying, can you do me a favor? Can you come? Or would you mind bringing a snack? Just little things. I need your support. Those are ways you can reach out to a yellow. So now Jenny is going to talk about green. Which we don't need green.
Green. Neither of us. No, green. The only way that Terry Jo is green is she loves the back office. So she loves the data of the back office. And that is green. I do not. Data and me are not friends at all. In fact, it almost makes my brain hurt, thinking about numbers and having to, I just don't want to do it. I just want to, pretend like it's over there and not worry about it. And it's something that I need to improve on. I know that's never going to be my true color personality, but it is something that, I do need to improve on. So I'm trying. But anyway, so greens are your engineers. They're your accountants, your computer geeks, your scientists. They love the data. They love the number crunching. They're more comfortable with facts and data and logic than they are with people. This book says no emotion. They don't like emotion. But yeah, I mean, just very number crunching data-ish, that they thrive on that. That's what they enjoy. They also, since they love the data and they love to analyze the data, they do not like to make quick decisions. So if you're looking for a quick decision from a green, it's not going to happen. They have to go over and go back and forth and over and over and over the information that you gave them, about everything. They're going to ask you a gazillion questions. And if you're a blue or a red, it's probably going to drive you crazy. But you just got to know that they're committed once they do make the decision, because they've gone over all the data, because that's just what they're comfortable with. They're very comfortable with books and computers and very uncomfortable with the human social interaction. So if you were to say to a green, you were trying to recruit a green to go to a Sip and See event, you would not tell them about how much fun they're going to be having with all the social interaction and the people that will be there, because they will not come. That's something that is just not going to be of interest to them. The social aspect of Plexus is not going to interest them. But what's amazing, they make great leaders because they do all the research and have gone over all the information. And so they know the answers to a lot of information. So we have a lot of crunchy greens on our team, right? And they go over all of the ingredients of all of the different products that we have. And they know those answers. When somebody says, hey, does our product contain blah, 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 or is this going to interfere with my other product that I'm on, or whatever it is, they know the answers. And so they're fantastic leaders because of that. I think this is pretty funny. So he's hugging. He's talking about hugging, okay, and the different color personalities and how they hug. So yellows, oh my God, and if anybody knows Terry Jo, yellows are huggers to a T. I mean, that big bear hug, every time you could have seen her that morning, but if you see her 5 hours later, she's going to give you a hug again. Like, she's hug, hug, hug. Yellows are huggers, and the greens are not so much. The greens are the anti-huggers. They just, he says this a lot, they just aren't that good around people. And in fact, they turn, he says, like an icicle, and they slip away. Okay, so the yellows are the huggers, the greens are the anti-huggers. The blues are like, yeah, sure, I'll give you a hug, come on, because they're, pretty easygoing. And the reds say, and this is funny, we'll learn about reds next, how much bonus money would I get for that? I thought that was pretty funny. So that kind of defines the 4 different colors. But like I said, the greens aren't into the social interaction. So he talks about banquets and going to the banquets, and the blues are like, absolutely, they're all about the banquets. And the yellows are going to go find the people on the sidelines that aren't comfortable and try to make them comfortable. And then the greens are just not going to be there. They are not going to be at the banquet. They will stay at home because the banquet is just not something that appeals to them. So, basically a way to get a green to a Sip and See or, to an opportunity event would be to ask them for their opinion. Say, I know how good you are with data and information and facts, and I would love for you to come to this meeting and sit with me and I would love for your opinion on these products or opinion on this business opportunity. Like that would be a way to draw in a green to any type of event. So don't tell them how much fun it's going to be and all the people that they're going to meet. Tell them that you want them to sit back and listen to all the information that has been, that's going to be told at the event, and then ask for their opinion. So that's one way to talk to a green.
Yeah. And Christy Salter, she's not on tonight, but she says that she's a green. It took her 5 years to decide to do Plexus. And she loves knowing all of the ingredients, and that super stuff excites her, and she loves to share all of the ingredients with other people. And that's her thing. And so she's always said, I have a heart, I got to remember that not everybody's a green. Not everybody likes to hear about those ingredients, because that doesn't interest people. That doesn't interest me. That doesn't interest Jenny, and we wouldn't have joined. You know what I mean? So you've got to realize who you're talking to. It's super important to know the personality traits of who you're talking to, because they each react to it in a different way. Okay, so red, Jenny and I both have a little bit of red in us. We are yellow, she's blue, but we are both very red as well. A lot of you on this call are probably red. What's funny is that when you ask a red their personality, though, like if you're a strong red and you ask them their personality, they say they're yellow. Because in his book, he says, they go, I'm just trying to help all these losers get to where they're going. Like, it's not real yellow, but they think they're yellow because they're trying to help people in their own way. But some of the words, like when you're talking to a red, listen to words such as money, power, wealth, compete. Reds love to compete. Losers, whiners. Okay, so Jenny and I aren't reds when it comes to these words. Results, control, boss, leader, and image. Those are some words when you're talking to a red. That is how they, those are words that they're talking about constantly. They're huge on money. They want to know, stop the chit chat, get to the point. How many people do I have to sponsor to make $1,000? And I'll tell you that I've had some people say that to me, and I still go, okay, let me, and I still try and talk to them in a yellowish form, and that's not what they want. You will lose a prospect if you don't know their personality, and that's so, so true. The reds want to be in charge, and they want to organize everything. Again, I'm not a very good organizer, but but reds want to be in charge and they want to organize everything. And so it's funny because a red personality walks into a room and they have to decide on a place to eat. They say, hey, we're gonna go downstairs to the cafeteria. We can be in and out in 20 minutes and get back to work. Right? And they've made the decision. All the yellow personalities that are in the room are going to be like, great. They're just excited to go anywhere because somebody else made the decision. So reds make the decision. They make a decision. And they go, this is what we're going to do. This is how we're going to get there. I'm going to give you your goals. This is how you're going to reach them. This is what we do. This is what we do. That's a red. A red, they hate whiny excuses. They organize their team and they demand results, and they're all about the money. If a red walks into the same banquet that the yellow and the green didn't go, but if they walk into the same banquet room that the yellow and the blue walked in, the blue goes to the table with the fun people, the yellow goes to the table with the solo, the red goes up on stage, they grab the microphone, they organize the room, they tell everybody to sit down, here we go, here we're getting started, let's go, let's do this. So your red is going in and they take charge of a situation and they take charge of a room. So super awesome on that. So the reds don't answer. When you're talking to a red, they don't always answer, or like when they're listening, because they have all the right answers already. Like, so they don't want to be in a conversation really to get your opinion, because a red already knows what's right. And they probably really don't care about what your personality is. So stay out of their way. Like, that's the red. You want to stay out of their way. They have their own system. They have their own team. They have their own campaign. And you just support a red. Just support a red. They're going to run. They're going to take off. If you got a red personality on your team, they're going to go. Just give them the fuel tools and let them run with it. They will take care of the problems. They won't be passing problems on. They're going to research. They're going to figure out their own answers on their own time. So a couple of the ways to reach out to the reds were by talking to them about money. If you want to invite them to a sip and see, you want to say, hey, we're having a sip and see tomorrow night. Be there. We're talking about how to make some money, lots of money, big money, not that little money that you're used to. We're talking about life-changing income. Life-changing income. That's what we're talking about. I want you to come and hear all about it and do this with me. So when you reach out to somebody and go, do this with me, it's amazing, and they jump on it, they just might be a red, right? So another way you can reach out to them and go, here is your chance to work for yourself. You're going to fire the boss. You're going to be your own boss. You're going to have your own organization. You're going to be able to lead people. You can be number one because you are going to get to the top of this company. I know you can do it. That's another way you can talk to a red. Only reds understand these sentences. A red is going to be like, bye, Felicia. See you later. I'm out of here. I'm going to the top, whether or not you want to go with me. They're like, bye, losers. That is how a red talks. They are going strong. They are going to the top, and they are going to get there. Whether or not you join them or not, they're going to find a way to do it. So join a red. Be with a red. Follow them and go. If you're not a red personality and you're going, what in the world? It's okay. And you're thinking they're probably a little cruel because they just expect people and they demand results. That's okay. You probably are a yellow personality if you can't understand the determination and demand of a red. And that's okay. So you just go with the flow. Every single person has their own way. Every color personality can get to the top. You just have to understand how you're talking to other people. You can't talk in your personality. You have to talk in the personality of others. Okay? So the bottom line, red is about money. Green is about data. Blue is about fun. Yellow is about help and caring and sharing. So as long as you know who you are talking to and those personality traits of other people, you can reach out to them and work with them. I can't reach out to everybody about helping and caring and sharing because I have a party over here who doesn't care about, helping somebody stay home and a mother staying home with their babies or whatever. You have to learn to talk who you're talking to. So if you don't have this book, get it because it is amazing. I mean, I still pull it out. I read it literally on the flight back one time, or maybe that was a different book. I don't know, but I read it super quick in like one night. It's so good. Just read it, learn it, love it. It will literally take less than an hour, half an hour maybe, to read this book. And it will help you and change the way you are reaching out to people. And it can change your business because it's so different in how you can reach out to different personalities. Jenny?
Yeah, for sure. And it's fun. It's really interesting. He's funny. He's a funny writer. And so he does some pretty like over the top examples of the different color personalities that make you laugh. So super easy, quick read. And yes, it is good. And from the second that I did read it, I really do, when I'm talking to people, I listen to those keywords. And I speak to each person differently. So it's definitely something that's important for this business and talking to potentials for sure. And your teammates, not only potentials, but and your teammates too. And just finding out what drives them and what motivates them too. That's super important. And, and your kids and your husband or your
wife.
Yeah, or your wife or boyfriend or whatever. Yes. I mean, that's Chris, like, it really, it's just people in general.
Right. Chris is on, and Chris said that he's a green, and free stuff is usually what also gets him to go to things. So, yeah. So if you're not in it for the fun and personality, a green might be going for free stuff. That's really interesting.
That's really good. I didn't think about that. I like that input, Chris. Thank you. Yeah, I like that. Either.
That's interesting.
Yeah, it is. But it makes sense. I mean, I could see that.
I think a red would go for free stuff too.
Yeah.
Or maybe I don't know.
Well, I'm blue and I would totally go.
I would totally go for free stuff. That's awesome. I think that's really cool about a green.
Like when they, like at the convention, and then if you go to like, usually like college sporting events or whatever, and they shoot out, shirts or anything like that, I am like so about it. And Ollie caught one a few years ago, and I was like, it made my day. It was like a $5 shirt that I could have bought myself. We won this shirt. They shot it from a cannon, and he caught it, and I was like, oh my God, that's amazing. Like, it made my day. So I'm all about the free stuff too.
And that's why Jenny and I like to do challenges too, is like the one that we came up with today. We were super excited because we love giving away free stuff because we know how fun it is to get it too.
Yes, so, it is. It's super fun. Challenges are fun. Yeah. I mean, they are. So for any color. So.
Okay. So y'all, does anybody have any questions about the 4 color personalities? If not, we'll move on to our next thing. Okay. So remember that idol that we had you talk about a little bit ago? Don't hang up because we have a challenge at the end of this. So don't get off. We promise we're almost done. But okay, remember that person that I told you to write down their name at the very beginning, who your idol is, somebody that you mentor, who you look up to. I want you to think about what color personality that particular person is. So you can think about that for a minute. If anybody wants to share with us, we'd love to hear it. Unmute yourself. I don't know if anybody will, but. Oh, look, who's Tova? Are you trying to show us? Oh, that made my day.
I love it.
I love it.
That's too funny.
That's the most fun thing ever. Mwah. And I can't wait to give you a hug and see you in 1 week from today.
No, 1 week. 1 week. Yay. So fun. That's fun. I love it. Anybody else?
No, but I'll speak. You guys are fun. I love following with you guys. Probably because we have similar personalities, but also very different personalities. You know, I am the green. We're all yellows. I think you can't hardly be on this journey without being a little bit yellow because you want to help people. But I like from you guys that I am not is the red that you are. And it's like, boy, I wish I could be more like that. It's just stuff that I need to work on. So that's why I put that there.
Oh, yeah. We all have things.
I love it.
I wish that I was more green and I love that. I wish I was more green and could like really dive into the numbers and whatever. And there are times where I make myself, I'm like, no, I've got to break this down. Like I've got to do it. I'm totally capable of it. I just don't like it. I don't like to do it. So I totally get wanting to improve.
And I love to break down the numbers. So Jenny's like, that's what makes me, I don't know that that's green, but I guess it could be, but I love to break down the numbers. So if you have a goal and you want to get there, I feed off of that. And I'm like, let me break it down for you. I will tell you exactly how many people you need on your team to hit your next goal and how many you need to do every week and every month to get there. And let's go. Oh. So that, Jenny hates that, but that's probably a very strong red because it's demanding results. But I love digging into those numbers, you know. But Jenny and I are just thrilled that we can pronounce microbiome and Akkermansia and XOS. We don't even know what that word is. We just know it's XOS. And so I love listening to you, Tova, because you've got all of this knowledge and information about these products, and that's what we need because that's not us. You know what I mean? So we have a hard time answering those specific details because we're just like, seriously, it works.
That's
the medical knowledge and the medical background. I mean, that's so important in our field, and like, you know, to kind of brainstorm and kind of figure out, troubleshoot through some products or some, you know, stuff that people are having. I mean, I love that you're able to do that.
Well, I enjoy following like Jessa and Christy are great with all that stuff too. And Jessa's mom, that's fun.
Yeah. Yes. They are
all super, super green like that. Yeah, for sure. For sure.
It's fun.
It. Yes. It's for everybody. Like this is for
everybody. Every single person can do this. Every personality. Yeah. Exactly. Every personality. But they have to have the desire and want. We know people can do it, but you have to want to do it. And that's a big difference when you're reaching out to someone and you're like, gosh, I know they'd be so great at this. And they just won't join you. It's not their time, and B, it may never be their time. We may know they're great, but if they don't have the desire, they won't be successful at it. So it's kind of a hard, you know, thing to figure out in this journey too, is to understand that some people just don't want it. Yeah. Some people don't want to talk to other people.
They're crazy, but you know, you got to respect it. So
they are crazy. Okay, so Jenny, you want to talk to him about our challenge for the color personalities tonight?
Yes, okay. So we want you to brainstorm and think of 5 different people for each of the 4 different color personalities and write them down and reach out to them in the ways that you learned about tonight on how to reach out to the different color personalities. Okay. If y'all need, if you don't have the book and you need a little refresher, there is a graphic that lists some different personality traits of each color personality that we can find and post to kind of give you a little refresher if you don't remember. But anyway, 5 different people for all of the 4 different colors, and we want you to reach out to them. So that's 20 people in the next week. We want you to reach out to them. I think that's a good way to practice, you know, this new skill. And it's also 20 more people you're reaching out to. So, and this is all a numbers game. So the more people that you reach out to, the better your chances of finding people that will join you and possibly be your next big superstar.
That's right.
That's a challenge for you for the next week. We will not be on next Tuesday, so we will have to check in the following week, or we might just post about it. Maybe we'll just post about it.
Let's share, y'all. When you reach out to some of your color personalities, if anybody responds back, I mean, or just that you did it, share with us. My hair is driving me crazy, y'all. I didn't do it today. I'm so sorry. If you have me on video, I'm sorry that I keep messing with it, but I don't know what to do. Jenny tried to tell me I can use dry shampoo with my curly hair, and I can't figure it out. Like, my curly hair is a mess.
You can. You need to reach out to it every single week. So once a week. She washes her hair once a week. Cindy needs to give you.
She's got gorgeous hair.
Cindy needs to give you a little tutoring on that.
She needs to, like, figure out my curly. It just gets so big and nasty. But anyway, I did find a picture and the red, yellow, blue, green. I'm going to post it on the Rockstars page. And comment under there your color personality so that we know. And we, you know, I mean, maybe we can talk. Maybe we can guide you. Maybe we can lead you better. Maybe we can help you on your journey better if we know what color personality you are and what information we can give you to help you succeed. So definitely share your personality, your color personality with us. And as this week, as you're reaching out, like, share your excitement on our team page. Share that you've reached out to 5 yellows. Share, I mean, put a post on there. You don't have to comment on something we've done. Put a post on there and share. Be involved on our team page about this. We really want to help you guys. And I just think having that accountability with each other that we're doing it is really huge too. So
yeah, for sure. And it's just fun. We like to hear. I mean, we kind of get bored of just us posting. So we like when other people post too. So
share with us. Be with us.
Be with us. Exactly.
We get bored of ourselves. So we'd love
we do. So yes, share, absolutely reach out and share. And we can hold each other accountable and have that team camaraderie, support each other for sure.
Awesome. Does anybody have any questions over any of this? No?
Okay.
Kathy's holding her book.
I know.
That. Kathy, did you love that book? I'm unmuting you, Kathy.
Okay. Yes, and I'm still reading it, and I'm still trying to figure out what I am. Because I love helping people, but I hate hugging them. And I love data, but I love helping people. But I also love to get in the middle of the room and tell people what to do if they don't know what they're doing. So I can't stand it when other people are not doing anything. So I don't know what I am.
Well, so, sounds like you're 3 of them. You're 3.
I think I'm 3 of them. And I'm not a blue. I know that much. So we're getting there.
Yeah, I love it. That's awesome. That's fun.
Awesome. Okay, well, everybody write down your 5 people under each of your colors. I mean, take 5 minutes right now and do it real quick. And then, you know, give yourself a shout out when you at least did that part of it.
Right. Exactly. Then it's done. And then you can start reaching out.
Yep.
All righty. Well, y'all have a great night, and we'll see you in 2 weeks. Actually, we'll see you in live videos and from Vegas. So hopefully you can join in. So everybody have a nice Memorial Day, nice safe Memorial Day weekend, and we will talk with y'all soon.
Okay, bye guys.
Bye.
Bye.